Hello ladies, welcome back to Tichel Darling. My name is Olivia. Thank you so much for joining me today. For this tutorial, it's just a Tichel quickie, but I'm going to be adding a little bit of narration to this one. I typically don't for my Tichel. Sorry, I'm a little off today. For the Tichel quickies, it's typically just the rap and that's it, maybe some cute music. But for this one, I am going to explain just a bit my choices of colors because I originally wrapped this one for a Wrapunzel shoot and have the really pretty light blue pashmina here, and then this really fantastic lemony light yellow soft. It's similar to the soft pashmina from Wrapunzel. So I figured I would redo this one today for an appointment because it's just so pretty. I'm wearing the blouse I wore for the photo shoot, just something I threw together from a pattern. But all right, let me get started with this and stop being so chatty. I'm going to take my first scarf, the blue, fold over the edge just a little bit. You can see, just a little bit. And I'm going to place it on my head slightly off center. Like so, just slightly off center. Because this is going to be a veil type wrap, I like to have the one edge that's going to be veiled over, it's going to be thrown over, slightly longer. Okay, just tying this one in a quick knot in the back. Spin about so you can see. Just a quick knot. Okay. Now, for this one, I do believe I had it tied on at an angle. So I'm just going to adjust, since I totally forgot when tying it to put it in an angle. So if you find that you have a hard time getting your angle tied on correctly with, excuse me, when I first started wrapping, I had a hard time getting this angle correct when I'm just tying my scarf on. You can always just, tie it normally, like so, and then adjust this side back. So you see you have the angle without all the fuss and aggravation of trying to tie it at the angle. Okay, so I'm going to take the second scarf, fold it over, and do the same thing, only I'm having this one with even tails angle. Taking this tail underneath the short side, and I'm going to give this a knot in the back, spinning around. Like so. Okay, so as you can see, nice angles. Okay. Now I think all right, this one may be turning into a non-Tichel quickie because I may have tied on my wrap incorrectly. And I will not edit this out. I want you to see that I do make huge mistakes and I go, oh great, now I have to retie. And I think it's important that we all see not just the perfection that is the end result of, hey, look at my great wrap, but the process and getting it on there. So apologies if you really were just looking for a Tichel quickie. This isn't going to be this, because I'm looking at my timer and it's 5 minutes in, and I made a huge mistake because this short one should be on this side. And you probably think, well, how do you know this? Because this angle should be the next one bringing up, and it's the long scarf, and that's the piece that I wanted for the veil, which should be the very last scarf tail that I bring up. So I'm going to fix this, and I will give you a shortcut so I don't have to take off all my scarves and start from the very beginning. So I'm just going to take off this yellow one. So I showed you before the way to cheat this at an angle. Well, guess what? We are going to cheat it backwards. And we're going to take this guy and we're going to move it over here, I think. This will change the wrap slightly, but I think this is fun to show you, just ways of cheating, just a little bit. So it'll change it slightly in that the blue, all the blue will not be on one side. The blue will be coming up over the top of the yellow, which could possibly be something really cool, really interesting. So not all mistakes are terrible or catastrophic. We'll see how it goes and go with it. All right, back to the yellow. I'm going to tie it back on. Okay. Again, with the even tails, I'm going to go under. Okay, one of the hazards of filming with your phone calls interrupt. I haven't quite figured out how to stop that from happening, but anyway, back to it. Again, I'm not going to edit all this out because it's important you see all the stuff that it goes into the wrap. It's part of it. Okay, so I have my nice crisscross blue and yellows. I'm going to bring this piece, this nice blue, I'm going to fold it into thirds. When I fold into thirds, I like to take the back piece and fold it in first and then the front piece, because when I pick it up, I will have this nice flat edge in the front and I don't have to worry about the seam popping through if I were to fold it this way. This piece here has a tendency to push its way forward and show, and then I have to tuck it in, and it's just too much. It's just too much. Why make yourself work harder when you could just fold this in first, front, seamless edge, and then bring it up. Now, you may find that your piece is not long enough to go all the way around and tuck in. I have a little bit of fringy bits that will go around and tuck slightly. If that's the case, don't worry about it, because this next piece that I pull up will cover that up and hold it in place completely. Because again, it's longer. It'll have plenty of scarf to wrap around and tuck into the back. So I'm just adjusting it to find the best where it wants to fold, and best where it wants to open up. And I think we may have it. There we are. Okay, there's its front. Again, I'm folding in thirds. I'm going to bring this piece up and back at the diagonal, same angle as the first. Same as the first yellow. If you get some really pretty pleats in here and you want to keep them, go right ahead. If you want smooth, that's possible too. But I have this piece, I'm bringing it around. And I'm totally going to tuck into, you can see right in here, there's a little space. I'm going to tuck the fringe in right there. Okay. And this doesn't really matter, but if it's bothering you, just tuck it under the scarf edge so you can hide them away. But they won't be visible, so it shouldn't be a problem. And then make any adjustments that you'd like. Okay, so there we have it. The two crisscross blues and the crisscross yellows. I'm going to leave this tail here. I'm going to open up our friend here, the light blue. I'm going to make sure the seams are in the correct position. I'm a little obsessive when it comes to showing seams. I don't like that look. It's not my thing. But I'm going to pick it up. Let it float across. Okay. I'm going to fold over just the front edge, this front edge here. I'm folding it over just a little bit because I don't like the look of the seams showing on the top of the wrap. Not everybody is as obsessive as I am. You don't have to be. But there. See the blue? Okay. And I'm going to bring this piece. Okay. Just grabbing the front triangle of this. I don't want it that way. I could tie it that way, but the yellow is not the main focus today. Okay, there we go. And here is my completed wrap. Again, it did turn out slightly different than the wrap I did for the Wrapunzel photo shoot, but to be honest, it doesn't look horrible. It looks really cute. And I'm probably just going to keep it exactly like this. I'm going to take that back. It's not a probably, it's staying like this for my doctor's appointment because it's really cute. I will try again to recreate that one and get the angles exactly right and get everything the way it was for the photo shoot, but this is really cute too. So I hope you ladies enjoyed this. Sorry for the length. It was supposed to just be a quickie, but I think adding in a valuable lesson that, you know, it doesn't always turn out the way you're planning it, and one slight variation doesn't always equal catastrophe. You know, you always have to rip off the entire head covering. Sometimes you can just go with it. So again, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. You ladies have a wonderful day.